Right, my loves, we are on day 6. Woohoo! Today's candle was the perfect tree, I think. I'm pretty sure. And I don't normally do a lot of green nails, but I really wanted to incorporate some green, and I was looking at trees and what does it make me think about? So I decided to do a linear design. So this is a slightly longer video because I've kept almost all of it in real time, including me faffing about picking the right brush. So I'm going in here with a holo multi-mix in green from the Glitter Fairy, which I bought last Christmas actually. Now I was using my Glitter Planet size 10 aqua brush, and it wasn't really the best brush for this because I'm picking up, I need small beads that I can control, and this brush is much better for picking up big beads, for me anyway. So I do change 3/4 of the way down, I do change brushes. But basically I'm picking up a bead of clear acrylic, I'm dipping it into the glitter, and then I'm placing it on the nail, and I'm going to make a line from the cuticle to the free edge. And because I'm working wet, it gives me time to nudge the glitter into place and try and make it as straight as possible. Now when I first tried doing linear designs, I used to go off on the wonky, like it would start there and sort of curve to the left or curve to the right. And I've learned to sit back from the nail and look at it from free edge to cuticle and kind of try and imagine that line. So that's how I'm doing that. I'm sorry about sniffling, I have got a cold, so a bit sniffly snuffly. So I'm literally going in bead by bead. I'm not confident enough to do this particular design with one big bead. I expect there's people that do, but I don't do it a lot, so it was like I know I'd rather work with small beads and handle them with care. Little baby beads. So this is kind of my representation of the green of the tree. And then what will be around the edges is like if you were to have decorations and tinsel and sparkly things. That's the feel we're going with today. I hope you're all enjoying the videos. It's quite a task actually, deciding to do 24 days of inspired designs, because the pressure is on to make each one different and equally as interesting. And it's not easy. So now I've changed to my Glitter Fairy size 10 brush, and it's a round brush, so it's got a pointier tip, so I find it easier to do things like this and just keep them more controlled. I can control my liquid a bit better, and the beads just seem to be a bit more cooperative. So this is quite a delicate design, which is why it takes a bit longer for me. It's quite intricate. And it's about checking the thickness of your line, making sure that it's going to be thick enough but not too thick, so that you end up filing into the glitter. Because obviously you need to cap this design as well. Before you go in with the next part, you need to cap your glitter. Now I'm trying to brush it off of the rest of the nail as best I can, because the colour that I'm going in with is quite translucent. So I'm laying down a medium bead. It's not too wet. It's wet enough to soak in around that glitter. So it's not too dry, but it's not dripping everywhere. As you can see, it's quite controllable. And I'm tucking it around the edges, because obviously we're going to file those edges, so the bead needs to come up and over, and then just feather it down, and then go in with the next bead, and just keep doing that until we get right to the edge. Working neat. Sorry. Sniffly sniffles, I thought I'd got away with it, but no. And thank you to those of you that make it to my premieres. If you're in the premiere now, hey, how you doing? They're quite cool, aren't they? It's quite a cool idea. I kind of like it. I know there's a lot of curiosity around the product I'm going to be showing you. I'm going to try and record the video today. It's not Glitter Planet's acrylic system. It's not. It's different. And I'm very excited, because I'm quite sensitive to monomers, so I'm very excited about this. Sorry, coughing again. And there's my last bead. So when I lay the bead down, I kind of feather it back straight away and get that blend. I don't get any shadowing at all or anything like that. It's very easy to work with. And then just hook off any unwanted product, and then I'll wait for that to set, and then we'll file it into place. As you can see, I'm just doing like different views to kind of show you how I file. So I bring my file right up against that side, and I'm using the 100 grit side. Ooh, like that. Don't worry if you can see the odd little sparkly piece of glitter. That's just one that fell off my brush after I'd capped, so it'll come off. I'll file it away, not a problem. So there's me straightening up my lines, going in, double checking. I want to make it as straight as possible, otherwise the whole thing will just look bad, basically. You want that nice straight line. It just makes laying the rest of the product down so much easier. Now you could, if you're going to just do a flat colour around this, you could just literally put it over the entire nail and then file the design through with an e-file or hand file. But I'm not, because I'm doing it slightly differently. So I'm going to go in with Crystal Glacier from Neo Nails, which I've had for years. I mean, I've had this product so long, but it always comes out around this time of year. And it's a beautiful, it's white, but it's almost like a milky white that's kind of translucent, and it's got tiny pieces of iridescent glitter in it, which just make it looks like snowy iciness. It's not a heavy white. It's really beautiful. It's a really beautiful powder. I forgot I had it. I was sorting through my my acrylic and I was like, oh wow, perfect. And then I'm going in with this white matte glitter, and it's got some little iridescent pieces in, and I got this, I don't know where it's from. It was in a giveaway that I won from April Ryan, Red Iguana, but she gave me like loads of products from all different places. It was in packaging, and it had like Chinese writing on it, and it was like a pack of all different colours, and they were just small pots of glitters like this, and this particular one was a matte white with a couple of little sparkly bits in it, and I thought it'd be perfect. So I'm just literally going in with a bit more product and then a bit more glitter. Just work it like that. It's quite, the actual design itself isn't super complex, it's just the linear part. If you get the linear part nailed, then the rest of it's easy. And I really didn't want to just draw a tree, because I might do that with something else, and I thought I need to try and think a bit differently. So what does a Christmas tree feel like to me? What does it look like to me? What does it think? What do I think of in my head? So then I'm going to basically do exactly the same on this side that I did on the other side. As you can see, I'm using my brush to make sure that the product doesn't go over that line. Oops, I'm bashing into things now as well. There's a different viewpoint just so you can kind of see how I'm working. So I'm pushing my brush along the line that I've made. It just keeps the product in order. And then just patting the glitter in. We got our tree up yesterday. I'm feeling ever so festive. Does anyone else do this? Every Christmas we end up decorating the lounge. We get the tree out of the loft and then we go, oh, the paint needs a touch up, and we end up painting the lounge. That's what happened to us. So yeah, just putting the last bit of Crystal Glacier down here, and then run my brush through the edge to make sure I'm keeping that line nice and crisp. And then I will simply just pat the glitter in. And then I'm going to change brushes, so I'll change back to my size 10 aqua brush, and I shall go in and cap this design. I'm just using clear acrylic to cap it. Now I don't really need to cap the centerpiece, so what I'm doing is laying the bead down, and then I'll push the acrylic away from the centerpiece and fill the sides, if you see what I mean, because I need the sides to be sort of plumped up more. like that. You'll see. So it evens out the levels. Otherwise you'll just end up with your centrepiece being bigger and bigger and bigger and your sides never catching up. So again, just push the majority of the product out, blend it back, make sure everything's covered. Around the sides, do the same here, so nudging that product into place. Blend it back so we've got no shadowing or no harsh line. And then just kind of brush it gently where I want it. And then that's that. I'm then going to go ahead and, as usual, I've kept my filing in, so I will file both my sides. Then I'll file my free edge. And then I'll come in with my E-file and take the bulk off of the nail. I'm a bit ahead of myself here. I understand that. There was this bit of acrylic that I could not get rid of. Any minute now you'll see it. There it is. I could not get it to go. I was poking it and prodding it, and in the end I just took it off with my hand. I was like, this is ridiculous. There he goes. Stupid thing. So yes. Patting it into place. Doing all that good stuff to keep my sides as crisp as possible, and then going in filing. I've sped this up a little bit just so you can see how I file. I kind of roll the file up. And there's a different angle of me filing. Then I'm just going to go and remove the bulk and level this nail out. I think I'm using my medium bit, I think. I can't remember. It looks to me like it might be my medium bit from Nail Dot Supplies. It's not a smooth top, it's got like a swirl on it. And I'm using my Femme Fatale Nails E-file. That piece that's going silver there is just that bit that I said I don't want that piece of glitter. So I'm not fussed, because I'm actually going to do a crystal design over the top anyway, which kind of represents all the sparkly, bejeweled Christmas trees. I don't know about you, but I've got all sorts of sparkly bits and bobs on my Christmas tree. Some look like crystals, some are just glass baubles. I like shiny and pretty and glittery. So I'm going to come in with my brush with some isopropyl alcohol as always, clean the dust off the finger and off of the nail. And then once that's dry, I'm going in with my NSI Polybond glue. And I'm going to first, these crystals I got from Smiley's Glitter Store. The first one I've got is an AB Horse-Eye crystal. And they're quite large, but they're flat back and they're really pretty. And then I'm just going to go in with some mixed AB crystals and just do a couple coming off of the top and bottom. I need a new crystal tool. That's what I need, a proper crystal pickup tool, because this one's really old and dusty. So all I'm going to do is apply those two crystals, and then I'm going to go in with my tack-free top gloss, and that will be that. So I hope you've enjoyed this. There's a little video at the end that shows the design, and I will see you tomorrow. And I'll probably have, if I don't have another video today for you, I will most definitely have had either 2 today or 2 tomorrow, because I have some products to show you. So I will see you very, very soon. Bye!